Hito Steyerl is a German filmmaker who lives in Berlin. She is known for her distinct style of documentaries and takes inspiration from filmmaker Harun Faraki and her professor from the German Film and Television Academy, Helmut Farber. She cites Farber as her greatest influence. These are her direct influences, but let's talk about her conceptual influences. From a conceptual influence perspective, Faraki's style is reminiscent of surveillance art, and she often incorporates anti-capitalist themes into her films. Examples such as How to Not Be Seen a Fucking Diegetic showcase footage of surveillance-styled art that depicts surveillance environments that Steyerl interacts with. She is also renowned for both pioneering the video essay format, also known as the documentary essay. However, an early adopter of the method was Faraki himself, along with Chris Marker. Steyerl's pieces blend many frameworks. Her artworks incorporate forms of technology, surveillance, and politics. She then blends these themes with experimental film to create introspective pieces of film from an anti-capitalist structure. In her short film, How to Not Be Seen a Fucking Diegetic, she blends elements of green screen technology with narratives about invisibility within capitalist societies and breaking free from surveillance / appearing invisible. This piece was inspired by Monty Python's flying circus sketch, How Not to Be Seen. Her work focuses on surveillance and capitalism and frames itself in a very elusive way. Her artwork presents forms of capitalist structures that are within invisible systems, the way her art parallels itself. Steyerl's background in education was focused on technical camera work and then eventually transitioned into documentary filmmaking. She exhibits an experimental film aesthetic and takes advantage of the medium's broad ability to play around with concepts within life. Her work is also political in nature, diving deep into the politics of representation. As Aesthetica magazine puts it, she has consistently explored the ambivalent power of technology and its capacity to share perception and influence society. Her work looks at technology as a medium to be experimented with and kept up to date with. She explains that by keeping up with the latest consumer technology, we as humans can understand and view the latest consumer political condition. Finally, her work also reflects forms of accessibility and self-portrayals within her art. She crafts her documentaries to be accessible to any audience and not to a specific limelight of audience. Additionally, she often takes part in her films and makes appearances within her own narratives. From a historical perspective,